Ever since I started creating, I've always preferred maximally dark environments with minimal display brightness. Being sensitive to junk white, I've been rocking blue white goggles, safe for when color grading. While I never perceived them as more than cool whites, I decided to give ScreenBars a try with my recent setup update, ordering the BenQ ScreenBar Halo tool alongside the PD3225U. Since I covered the monitor in a video and a Substack article, in this one I'll discuss the white. Instead of specs and features I'll likely never use, I'll focus on hands-on experience after several months. Before that, BenQ didn't sponsor me. I bought the monitor and the white with my own money, as I mentioned in the other video. So let's begin. The white comes nicely packed with an outer and inner box. It feels very premium. I might like the design of the previous model better, but version 2 has improved cable management, so it was a no-brainer. If you have a monitor like the PD3225U or PD3220U, you feel like they're meant to be together. Identical black and space gray parts to go hand in hand with Apple Space Gray. They also have very similar or even identical plastic and metal parts for the controller to stay next to the hotkey puck on the massive monitor stand. It actually looks gorgeous. The immersive display with the subtle white bouncing off the wall. It is the exact kind of aesthetic I've been looking for. Okay, but does it make any real difference? Well, while the ScreenBar Halo 2 has numerous features and temperature adjustments, I keep it plain, simple and dark. Usually that's 5000 Kelvin 1 to 15% background white with occasional front illumination for journaling, reflections, bullet lists and project tracking. The monitor stays at around 40% brightness in mBook mode. It doesn't sound like much, but it does create a day and night difference in my workflows and the overall quality of my day. Especially when I'm writing, my most important skill. Before moving it to Notion, about 80% of my work starts in Grammarly, which still doesn't have dark mode. Combined with the ScreenBar Halo 2, the PD3225U gives my tired eyes a well-deserved comfort. I can create extensively without blue-white goggles. And this applies to all my apps, though most of them have darker UIs. On another note, I just broke my long-trusted Swan Week, so feel free to suggest whether I should go through dark for pre-bed screen time. Tech and aesthetic aficionados tend to be very opinionated about their Pomodoro apps. While there are many great ones, I found that no app can save your focus if your space is distracting. Previously, I kept pretty much everything in pitch black darkness, and when it was time for a break, I used the lamp next to my desk. Maybe not a big deal, but I found that this can break the atmosphere. By matching everything nicely, the ScreenBar Halo 2 enables smooth transitions between sessions. And when I'm done working, I move to a different space or let some daylight in. I also use the timer on my watch instead of apps, and I actually find this to be a lot more pleasant and satisfying. Given that I couldn't be happier with my purchases, and I recommend both to anyone building their creative space in 2026, especially Apple users and enthusiasts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and peace.